Oh, he's a rare clever fella, the russet dog, or the fox as you might call him. Have you heard how he gets rid of his fleas? Well, he hunts about and he hunts about until he finds a lock of wool just snagged onto a bit of hawthorn, and then he takes that piece of wool and gets it between his teeth, and then he goes down to the river. He turns his tail to the stream and he starts to go in backwards. And all of the fleas that are on his tail, well, they start to make their way up onto his back. And he goes in a bit deeper, and all the fleas are on his back. They start making his way up onto his shoulders, and then he'll go a bit deeper until all of those fleas are all swarming around on his head. And then he dips his head down until just his snout and that little piece of wool is above the water, and all the fleas, well, they go onto the wool. And then ducks his head under, lets go of that wool, and there he's rid of his fleas. And then that's how he goes and gets his food. Well, what he'll do is he'll go back down to that river and he'll collect up some reeds and some grass and he'll put them onto his head. Seems a strange thing to do until you see what he does next. He goes into that river with the grass and the reeds on his head, and he just floats around with just the tip of his nose above the water, just looking like some weed is floating down that river, until there he is amongst all the ducks. And then quickly he's opened his mouth and it's crunch munch ducks for lunch. Well, there was a time when the russet dog could not find any food anywhere. In fact, his belly, it was empty and had been for a few days, until he stumbled upon some bagpipes, and being desperate, he thought, well, I could fill my stomach up with that leather, and he began to gnaw at the leather bag. As he bit into it, out came a squeal. Was he afraid? Never a bit. All he said is, here's music with my dinner.